All right. Day 5 today. Good little situational half scrimmage, half practice, and then the last half of practice we just did some good-on-good situational work, just trying to really get them to think. Situationally, we did first down, and then we did first down, play second down, then second down, play third down. Just made sure that we, sometimes when you just scrimmage, you don't get all the situational work that you want. Then we did a little third down rack, and then we did an end of the game 4-down territory rack today. So, put them in a lot of different situations just to see, how we could, where we were, after 5 days. And repping a lot of guys, got a lot of guys that truly could go play today. I don't have any doubt about it. But I'm trying to give everybody the opportunity, trying to mix and match some of these guys. That was a big message today, because I threw a curveball to some of them, and put them in a couple different situations that they didn't think they were going to be in, and you got to be ready. So when you sub somebody, they don't call timeout and say, well, oh, they got their backups in, let me put my backups in. It doesn't work that way, so you got to be ready. So I thought we got a little something out of that today, just kind of teaching a little bit the mindset that you have to have. If you're a young guy, you're not always going to go against a young guy. You might be lined up against Mitch Hyatt, so you better be ready. And so we got a lot of things we got to get better at. But after 5 days, I think we're kind of where we should be, probably a little ahead actually in some areas, but some good and bad on both sides. And I think we missed too many tackles today, just in good position, just didn't wrap up. Not enough plays, finishing plays outside on some competitive plays. I think we blocked very well on the perimeter. But again, just good things to get on tape that now we can just coach. That's the only way you're gonna get better in football. Is you got to go play. And so we'll have a big scrimmage next Wednesday. So today was a good step towards that.
Did anybody catch your attention, jump out at you just kind of off the cuff?
Not really. I mean, we'll see the tape. And but it was, like I said, good and bad. There's some guys that kind of always know are going to do good that did good, and there's some other guys that I expect to do good that maybe didn't do as good today. But we'll see the tape, and I'm sure there'll be a couple guys that will be graded up a little bit.
Yeah, well, you talked about throwing the guys to the mix today and throwing some curveballs in. Did you find anybody in the cornerback position that kind of show up things for you, or showing you something different?
Corner?
Yeah, corner.
I think our corners have been exceptional the first 5 days. That's one of the things I was telling the team is I think they, if I just had to, ding ding, somebody's a winner after 5 days. I think our corners have won the day. Receivers have been a little inconsistent. Some of it again is you're playing a lot of guys. You got 4 different quarterbacks. There's a lot going on, but I just think our corners have had a really good edge to them. I love what I've seen out of Trayvon and AJ and Mark. All 3 of those guys, and they're really progressing and just very focused, making plays on the ball. So that group is you better have the right mindset when you line up against that group. And then I think Lee Anthony is making some strides. So and then Dalton is our 5th guy. So I just think as a group they've been very solid these first 5 days, making some really good plays on the ball, kind of winning some of the matchups, 50-50 balls, kind of going their way. So I've been very pleased with those corners.
You spoke about Brian Dawkins. Talk about him a little bit. Another one of those under-recruited guys like a Ryan Carter that came in.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, was hurt. Missed his whole first year. Hurt. Couldn't even practice. So last year was really kind of like his first year. But he's strong as an ox. I mean, he's you can't believe how strong he is pound for pound. I mean, he's like a 20 rep, 225 guy. He ain't very big, but so he's a very compact guy. He's just small, and he's learning how to play within his skill set. But he's not ready yet to go be the guy for us. but I like his attitude, his work ethic, and he's taking advantage of some good opportunities that he's getting this spring. So he's progressing. He's a sophomore.
Who are you working at guard?
Well, John Simpson's in there right now, and Pollard, that first group. I thought we ran. That's one thing I really like how we ran the ball today. You know, our first down scrimmage, I thought we ran the ball well. Adam Choice was exceptional. I thought Feaster, they all really three had some really good runs, but I thought that was a bright spot for us today. But that, we're working all those guys in there. Savinka's working some guard, Box in there, Stewart's in there. So we got Ankram's worked a little guard. I mean, we're kind of mixing and matching with that group. We're gonna be all right there, Will.
I'll have C and DeAndre over to you.
Just inconsistent. Yeah. I mean, wow, and then you go crap. So we got to get a few less craps, and a few more wows. So just too inconsistent. But I love their work ethic. I love their want to. But it's just a highly competitive play every single play when you're going against AJ and Trayvon, and the guys want to win every play. Mark, I think that DeAndre had a big play today. Great job, great release, great throw and catch for a touchdown, and then he comes back and he doesn't make the next play. Just consistency, just that's what we've got to develop. That's just maturity, it's confidence, and then T, great day the other day, not as good day today. So just like I said, wow, like you just go unbelievable, and then it's like, oh my God, that is so average. So we got a long way to go for me, for those guys to be what I know they can be. They're special talents, but we're not anywhere near as consistent as we need to be at that position.
Trey was saying that he really don't feel like he got to 100% until going into the spring right now. Just how hard was it being without
Trey?
Lamar?
Oh, Lamar.
At the end of last year, how much of a difference did that kind of make?
A lot. I mean, he looks good out there. I mean, he's physical and explosive, but that was a tough situation that he went through, and came back and was ready to go, but still not quite 100% like he looks now. Back in the weight room, his strength's back up, all those type of things. But he's done well.
Was it a thing where he was kind of getting close, but just didn't have the strength that he needed to go out there?
Yeah, I mean, he could have played. I mean, he was clear to go play, but very few people are 100% at the end of the year like that. But he just wasn't quite 100%. But he was ready to go out there and play. But I just think he's had more time. He's had more time in the weight room to kind of build that thing back, and he looks good. Looks good.
Coach, kind of a two-parted question, but going back to the cornerbacks, has their play over the past 5 days made you feel better about the depth there, and what are you expecting from guys like Michael?
Yeah, well, no, I don't feel better about the depth. I love our frontline guys. I mean, I think we're going to be fine there. No, I'll feel better when Kyler and Mario get here. When they get here, I'll feel a lot better. That's two more elite players that you're throwing into that room. So, we'll have 7. We'll have the numbers that we need. And Kayvon can go play corner without a doubt. But we're trying to really hone in with him at safety. But he could definitely go play it if we just had a problem. We're counting on Kyler and Mario to come in here and help us. And both, Kyler's. He looks like a college junior, right now. I mean, physically, we'll see where he is technically, mentally, and all that stuff. Same thing with Mario, but these are two, long, athletic, fast guys that you're plugging right into the mix. Young guys, but we just need the depth. We got to get the depth there. But that's really the only position that I think we're just thin. Even at running back, we only got 3 guys right now on scholarship before NJ gets in here. But man, we got some quality guys. I mean, Rencher's a good little player. Thomason's a load. I mean, those are guys that can play for us. I mean, they're very functional backs. We're very fortunate to have a couple guys like them. Little Matt Clain kid, he does a good job for us. So the corner position is the one spot where I just think we gotta really grow up a little bit.
Dabo, going back to the O-line, we talked about the guards. What about the tackle? Chandler Reeves is coming back off of a red shirt here. And you got kids like Noah DeHaan who's sitting there. No one talks about.
Blake Benson's another one. Those guys are right on track, man. They're progressing. They're going to be good players. Noah's a freshman. Blake's a freshman. Chandler might as well be a redshirt freshman. But I thought he got, his whole first year he was out. So he kind of grew up a little bit on that scout team last year. Caught my eye a bunch last year on the scout team. I think he's going to be a good player, and we got a good group there, a bunch of good, long guys that I think are progressing nicely. So we're fortunate. Don't really have to throw any of them out there to be the guy right now, but we need them to be ready when we put them in the game.
Yeah, but with the cornerbacks really closing those passing windows, how are the quarterbacks? You might have already talked about it, but how did they?
They were all fine today. It was a little windy out there today, but I thought they all had their bright spots and all had some they'd like to have back. It's a fun group to watch, no doubt.
How's Garrett mixing back in?
Garrett, I appreciate you asking about him. Garrett is actually doing very well. I've been incredibly pleased with Garrett Williams. He's made some nice plays in the passing game. He brings a presence physically. He's been a bright spot for us after 5 days. I'm very encouraged. And Hugel kicked today. He looked good. He did some one-step kicking, and the ball was popping off his foot. Did some one-step kickoffs, and he's back kicking some field goals. So that's really good to see that as well. Very encouraged.
Does he look pretty? Does Garrett look pretty comfortable with the knee?
Oh yeah. He looks great. It was a decision. We almost played him last year, but it was we just kind of decided, let's see if we can. He was ready to go play. I was like, let's see if we can get a year back, on him, and he wanted to do that. So I'm glad we did. It's nice to know he got 2 more years with Garrett. He's going to turn out to be, I think, a very productive player.
How are the young defensive ends shaping up so?
Really special talents, just like you would think. Xavier and KJ are just jump out at you. But it's just a lot to learn. Processing a lot. And again, the good thing for them is they got those older veteran guys that care a lot about the position, and they love mentoring. So it's a very good situation. They're doing fine. Xavier Kelly, Chris Register made maybe 2 of the best plays out of the field today. That was good to see. Two tackles for loss. It's good to see him make a couple plays. So he's not a young guy, but just good to see him, show up and flash like he did today. But all those guys are doing fine, doing good. It's Rudolph is I love that guy. He's a football player. He's one of them guys you'll look up 4 years from now, and he's gonna be a terror. Nobody's gonna like going against him.
Richard here again. How's it coming along?
Richard's good. He's just like Dexter. We're just kind of, they're doing all the team separate stuff. They're doing all the individual, and then we just keep him out of all the competitive stuff. So, he's not doing any live work, he or Dex, but they're doing everything else.
Coach, you mentioned Logan Rudolph. Are there any other second-year players that are really showing out so far in spring practice?
You'd have to give me some names. For me to just think off the top of my head. 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year. Yeah. 2nd year, Amari looks great. Amari's I love Amari. I love his focus, his mindset. He's always full speed, and I think he's right on track.
Jordan Foster, Justin Williams.
Yeah, Justin's another one. Justin Foster's another one that that I should have said a minute ago is a young end. He's showing up. He's flashing. I'm really excited about Jordan Williams. He caught my own scout team last year, but we transitioned him inside to tackle. He's a big load and athletic. We recruited him as an end. He shows up about 285. He just kind of kept growing and filling out. But I think he's going to be a very, very productive player. He's going to be a good one. He's going to be one of them guys. We got a bunch of D linemen walking out the door. Counting Sterling and Jabril, we got 9 D linemen that'll be gone. Between now and when the season's over, 9. So we got a lot of a guy like Jordan Williams, a young guy, who I think will mix in there and give us some looks this year and help us. But Dexter, Christian, all these guys, all them old Huggins, some guys are about to be rolling out of here. He's going to be one of those guys that I think will be ready to fill that void.